Point. Our brains hate big tasks. They see you write a 10-page essay and immediately go into panic mode. But if you shrink it down to something tiny, suddenly it's not scary anymore. And here's the crazy part, once you start, your brain gets hooked. It's like a dopamine cheat code. You do one small thing, feel good about it, and then you keep going. That's how top performers operate. They don't wait for motivation, they just start small. Step 1, the power of starting small. Commit to micro actions. And I mean micro, like embarrassingly small. Here's an example. Let's say you've got a 10-page research paper. Instead of stressing about the whole thing, just say, I'm gonna write the first sentence. That's it, one sentence. You write it, then you think, okay, that wasn't so bad, maybe I'll write another one. And before you know it, you've got a whole paragraph, then 2 paragraphs, then a full page. This is what psychologists call lowering the activation energy. Basically, you're making it so easy to start that your brain has no excuse to say no. I used this for studying too. I tell myself, just read 1 page of notes. That's it. And 90% of the time, I'd end up reading 5, 10, even 20 pages. Because starting is the hardest part. Once you're in motion, momentum takes over. And here's the beautiful thing, every small win builds confidence. You're not sitting there overwhelmed anymore, you're actually doing stuff, and that feeling, it's addictive. Now, most students stop here. They think, okay, I did 1 sentence. That's good enough for today. And yeah, that's better than nothing. But if you really want to level up, if you want to become a top performer, there's a second step. And this is where the magic happens. Stay with me. Step 2, use tiny wins to build momentum. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow, gets bigger, and moves faster. That's exactly how productivity works. You start with 1 small action, then you add a little more, then a little more. And before you know it, you're on a roll. Here's a real example from my life. Last year, I was struggling with math, like really struggling. I had a final coming up and I hadn't studied all semester. Classic move, right? So instead of panicking, I told myself, just solve 1 practice problem. That's it. 1, I did it, felt good, then I solved another, then another. By the end of the day, I'd done 20 problems, and by the end of the week, I'd gone through the entire textbook. And here's the kicker, I actually enjoyed it, because I wasn't forcing myself to do some massive, exhausting study session. I was just riding the momentum. This is what separates average students from top performers. Average students wait for motivation. Top performers create momentum. And once you've got momentum, everything gets easier. Step 3, make it a daily mini habit. Here's the secret sauce. Consistency beats intensity. Every single time. You don't need to study for 5 hours. You don't need to write 10 pages in 1 sitting. You just need to do something every single day, even if it's just 5 minutes. 5 minutes doesn't sound scary, right? Your brain goes, hey, this is easy. And easy is sustainable. I started doing this with everything. Studying, 5 minutes a day. Writing, 5 minutes a day. Reading, 5 minutes a day, and you know what happened? Those 5 minutes turned into 10, then 20, then an hour. Because once you've started, it's easy to keep going. But even on the days where I only did 5 minutes, that was still progress. And progress, no matter how small, builds over time. Think about it, 5 minutes a day is 35 minutes a week. That's over 2 wow, I actually did that. So tonight, pick your one small start, do it, and then let's level up together. No excuses, no stress, just tiny wins stacking up. You got this. Drop a comment if you're trying this tonight. I want to hear about your first win. And if you need more habits that actually work, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started.